Hello there friends, and welcome to a new studio vlog. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I just really wanted to talk to you guys about my Halloween shop update, which may have already happened once this video is uploaded. So go ahead and check out keilaskingdom.com if you want to see anything that was shown in this video. Even though it is still really hot outside here in Orlando, I've been trying to embrace all the spooky vibes, which is why I'm decked out in pumpkin everything right now. I just really feel more inspired this time of year, so it's been really fun to make some new sticker designs, which I'll be showing you today, as well as some of the behind the scenes of making the packaging that I'll be using this season, and also just talking about things that inspire me around this time of year. So let's get into it. So a lot of my sticker designs start right here in a sketchbook. I am just better at getting my ideas out on paper before putting them on my iPad. So here's a look at some drawings you may recognize either from the shop or on my Instagram account. Closer look at these two. Here's me coming up with my swampy design. Here's a redraw of a Frankenstein I did last year. And my original little mummy cat character. Now I'll give you a little look into my process of taking this Sam sketch and making it a digital illustration on my iPad. I always have a better time drawing when it's raining outside, and on this day there was a perfectly cozy thunderstorm happening, so I got a lot of drawing done. Once I'm finished with my pencil sketch, I take a photo of it and import it to Procreate. From there, I can trace it with cleaner lines and block in colors. I usually use the calligraphy pen for this step, and then add shading with the gouache brush. As you can see here, I tend to reshape and resize things as I work. From here, the designs get turned into vinyl stickers. I just save the illustrations as PNG files, then upload them to the Cricut design space. If you've watched any of my sticker making videos, then you've seen this process many times before, so I'm just going to kind of speed through it here. But if you are interested in making your own stickers and want a more in-depth look at that, I will have links to those videos in the description box below. When stickers are printed and laminated, I let the Cricut machine do its thing. Now, things don't always go as planned, and at times my machine does destroy my stickers and waste my materials, but that's just part of doing everything yourself. For example, I had to recalibrate my machine after it did this to some Mothman stickers. That's better. If anything is still decent but not perfect, I sell them as B-grade options in my shop. And honestly, B-grades do usually all get sold, and people don't seem to mind the small flaws. Once the stickers are made, it's time for a photo shoot. This can sometimes be the hardest part because I need to wait for a nice day with good natural lighting for the best photos. For props, you can use anything really. If you've been following me for a while, then you probably recognize this branch I break out every autumn for photo shoots. But hey, it works. I was even able to use this little piece of leftover fabric and some polymer clay pumpkins I made a few years ago for this photo shoot. I used to use a DSLR camera for this and edit the photos in Lightroom, but it's honestly so much easier to take the photos with my phone, edit them on there, and airdrop them to my Mac. The camera in Lightroom was honestly too many steps for the quality Etsy shows your photos at anyway. But once the photos are edited, I can start uploading the listings to Etsy. I usually save them as drafts until my shop drop. Now I wanted to show you how I made my very own tissue paper to wrap orders in this season. Here's the design I sketched out on my iPad, and basically I just repeated the pattern and printed it out on tracing paper. Alright, so hopefully you're able to see this, but I have my design here that I drew up in Procreate, which I then airdropped to my Mac as a PSD file. That way I could transfer it to this 9 by 12 inch file that we have here. Because the tracing paper I'm using is 9 by 12, so we just want everything to line up nicely. And once I have it transferred over here, I can just take this layer and drop it onto that 9 by 12 sheet. So from here I can play around with the sizing, just place it, and then copy and paste it as many times as I would like here until we have something nice like this. From here I can merge all these layers and then just copy and paste them as a row like that until we have a full sheet. All right, now we're going to take a sheet of this tracing paper and stick it into the printer. So we set everything to print on a 9 by 12 sheet. Another thing I would like to say here is that you should make your design not too ink heavy. Like, you don't want to have a ton of ink on this thin paper, you know. So that's why I went with a light kind of pencil sketch design for this. And now we can use it for wrapping. As for these, I just printed my designs at 1 inch on some really cheap vinyl paper I found on Amazon. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just trying to use it all because I bought it to make actual stickers to sell, but I didn't like the quality so much for my stickers to sell, but might as well still put it to use. So these will be like little decorative stickers when I wrap my other ones. From here, what I can do is just kind of measure out how much of the tissue paper I'll need to wrap each piece and cut it to size. Now we fold it around and add our decorative sticker. I also made my own backing cards to go in the cellophane pouches with the stickers. And I used to print this onto Bristol board, which I probably will still do for earrings, but as for stickers, I think normal printer paper is fine. So for sticker sets, I made them their own packaging, but for the single stickers, I can just put them all together in one pouch. So here I am just cutting them down to size. And I can just tuck them back there behind each set of stickers. So here's one more look at all the stickers I will have in my first Halloween shop drop this year. I'll have a link to them in the description box if you wanted to purchase any. I plan to make more along the way, but just thought it would be fun to share all this behind the scenes stuff with you in case anyone out there with a sticker shop wants some seasonal inspiration. And speaking of inspiration, now I want to talk to you about everything I've been doing to gear up for the Halloween season this year. My first tip for finding Halloween inspiration is to dress the part. Whether that means witchy jewelry or a shirt with your favorite monster, heck, it could even mean just a pair of orange and black striped socks if that makes you happy. Tip 2 is read some spooky books or listen to a cozy Halloween podcast. Here are a few of my favorite spooky books if you want to check any of them out. And as for podcasts, I've really been enjoying Ghoul's Night In this year by Penny Snark and Midge Munster. It feels like you're at a cozy sleepover with pals talking about all things creepy and macabre. Number 3 is visit some local haunts or a pumpkin patch. There aren't really any pumpkin patches near me open yet, but I was able to get a few clips from our evening at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights here in Orlando. It's my first year getting a frequent fear pass. I was always terrified to go until 2019, which was a perfect gateway year for me. Now I look forward to it every year. Number 4 is decorate. This definitely could have been number 1 for me because I've been getting a little out of hand with Halloween hauls this year. And last but not least is pumpkin spice up your life with a scary movie night. So what I mean by this is once you have your place decked out with pumpkins, light a candle and grab some of your favorite pumpkin spice snacks in and on themed dishware. Then snuggle up for a good spooky movie. Of course, it doesn't actually have to be that scary. Thank you so much for joining me today and spending time with me in this Halloween studio vlog. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, you can check out more of my content at Keila Draws. I also post on my personal account, Keila's Kingdom, if you're interested in just Orlando life or travel. But I try and put everything here on my YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more stuff like this. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!